Today's video is sponsored by Vita Ramen, protein fit for weebs. Yo dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighborhood JaxBlade is back with another video for y'all today. Today, I am back talking about my thing that I have loved for a long time, which many of you already know because I gush about it in nearly every video. I love fit women. I love brick house women. I love women who give the snoo vibes, all right? And honestly, I think I was reevaluating why I love fit women so much, and I think it was because I saw that Futurama snoo episode during my formative years.
As the most attractive male will be snooed by the most beautiful women of Amazonia. Then the large women. Then the petite women.
And so like when I see like a really buff feminine woman, I'm just like, bruh, I really dig on that. But without further ado, let's get right into this video, because if you see my last video, I love talking about fit women. I love giving women more shine. So if you don't know any of these characters, then I'm just gonna be blessing you today. But if you do know these characters, let us just gush on them together. Now again, the reason I love fit women so much is they sort of inspire me more than dudes, and not in like a negative way of like, oh, I must be a man and be stronger, but just in the fact that it's just like, you're not used to seeing women being so fit and strong. And so when you see them working so hard to be that way, or like you see them got like a nice build on, it's just like, wow, like you are not known for doing this, and not like in a sexist way or anything bad like that, but in the sense of, wow, that's really impressive and admirable. And I really just want to better myself too whenever I see that. So these are all the girls I talked about last time, so you don't have to worry about, oh, where are they? They're there. Don't worry about them. You can go watch that last video after this. And now let's just get on with today's one. And this is in no particular order, but I'm going to talk about Cammy from Street Fighter. Yes, I left you out, baby girl. I'm sorry that I did that in the last video, but I freaking love Cammy. She is so freaking loyal, such a beast fighter. That outfit, that ripped body, and the way she just carries herself and is just such a beast in combat, and those combos she is able to pull off. I love everything about Cammy, and the fact that they like reference her in the Boondocks with like freaking Cindy from the Boondocks. I thought that was always like a funny thing that they did right there. But like, yeah, Cammy is such a great character, super motivational. I love seeing every cosplay for that character because, you know, show off them thighs, thick thighs save lives, and Cammy most definitely proves that. Like, she is just a perfect blessing on this world, and she needs more. Like, we really need like another Street Fighter anime, in my opinion, because like she just deserves so much more. I love watching her in all those like anime movies they do, but yeah, nothing but respect for Cammy. Next up, let's go to One Punch Man now, okay? Because One Punch Man has a couple freaking buff, beautiful women that I just have to give respect to as well, like Captain Mizuki, the girl in the tracksuit who's able to crush like monsters' heads in her thighs and is just so active and positive and just going through blasting. Like, I love when they take a character who is their primary superpower is just them being athletic. I love that concept of just like being super athletic and you're just able to like body creatures that you think like, oh, you need superpowers for that. No, my superpower is just being athletic and strong as fuck. I love that sort of character. But then there's also Tsukio or Suika or whatever. I suck with Japanese now. I'm just gonna be real with you, because like she's related to that dude that Saitama fought in the martial arts tournament, you know, who got butt bombed out, Sarayu, whatever his name is. All right, you know what it is. It's on the screen right now. I don't care. She got introduced. She's this fit tomboy who's tan and got like ripped abs and loves fitness and stuff like that. And then from what she's shown so far, I really just dig her character. I dig her design. I dig her character. I can't wait to see more of her. But yeah, love this character too, and definitely added to some of my top tier favorites.
997, 9,998, 9,999. All right, 10,000. Booyah. Oh man, that was a great workout. But now I'm really hungry. I don't want just random rice, steak, and meat and bullshit like that. I need something good. Ooh.
Today's video is sponsored by Vita Ramen. If you've ever wanted to eat ramen but feel like, oh, it's a junk food, it's not gonna do any good for me, well, that is where Vita Ramen comes in. This ramen is 500 calories and 30 grams of protein and full of very nutritious vitamins and minerals and stuff like that, and also comes with vegetables. Oh my god, there's actually a lot of stuff. I'm reading this for the first time too. I've been eating these for like the last 5 weeks. I'm not even BSing y'all. I've been eating this for like the last 5 weeks, and I went out my way to ask these people like, hey, do you mind if you like sponsor me or something like that? And they were like, oh shit, you know what? Yeah, dude, do it. And so I was like, oh, bet. And so like they gave me all this like freaking Vita Ramen stuff. They sent me a bunch of them, and I'm like, oh my god, this is really bombskis. And I like tried all these different flavors. flavors. Now I will say that besides like, you know, you get chicken, you get beef, you get all that cool stuff, but they are a bit thicker than regular noodles, which is fitting for this video, am I right? But what works best about these noodles is they're not actually noodles. They're based from quinoa, and the noodle things is full of protein, and it's really good. It's actually really, really good. And if you go to the link in the description right now and use this promo code right here, then you will be able to get like a bunch of ramen and get like a bunch of sales and all this good stuff. And I've not done ads in freaking years, so I'm sorry if I sound stupid at this point, but I just want you to know that this ramen is really good. That's why I got my Naruto headband out to wear it and eat this delicious stuff, because I'm not even BS. I genuinely am not BS. I don't do sponsorships unless I actively like this stuff, and I've been eating this stuff for a week. But yeah, I'm just saying it right now. This is really good. Try it for yourself. If you're tired of eating just chicken breast, broccoli, brown rice, and all that boring stuff, go hit that link in the description, hit the promo code, and try it out for yourself. Now, back to some thick waifus. Yes, waifus. I love that term. Booyah.
All right, now we on to the Mortal Kombat girls. And I can't just pick one. I mean, we got Jade, we got freaking Katana, we got Melina, we got Sindel, we got Sonya Blade, of course. Like, all of them have such great qualities about themselves in various ways. And it's cool to see how super muscular they are and yet still retain that femininity or something like that, where they're able to just like keep whooping ass and fighting ass and you believe it. And it's just like they all have their different characteristics. And I love seeing these girls. Now, of course, they're in recent years, they've tried not to be as sexualized with them. And, you know, okay, that's fine, I guess. Like, you know, depends on how you look at it. Like, I know some people are mixed on that. But, you know, I just love whenever we got to see, like, their physiques. It wasn't just like, oh, yeah, I got big porn star booty and body. But it was more like, oh, damn, that girl actually is fit. Like, she's fit. She reminds me of like Carla Curry from Kengan Ashura, you know? Like when Carla Curry was doing that. Kengan Ashura, Carla Curry in Mortal Kombat, that would be a great little thing right there. So if you're listening to this, freaking Ed Boon, do what must be done. But yeah, I love all the Mortal Kombat girls. Super inspiring, super fit, super strong, and just such beasts with their rights. I love this. Following them, Bisky from Hunter x Hunter. Now, Bisky is honestly my favorite character in Hunter x Hunter. I love the fact that she just showed up and was like, look, these kids, they need help. They need help. I will help them. They are diamonds in the rough. I will polish these diamonds and then train them. And then like you think, oh, it's just this freaking young girl. And it's like, oh, actually she's like 50 something. And then it's like, oh, that's a surprise. But then you see her true form and she's just this freaking bulky woman and she just like one-shots this dude and it's just like, bruh, what? I love that. I got so hyped when I was just like, I knew I liked this character, but that cemented me liking her as my favorite character. Like the fact she just turned into this freaking beast of a woman, like the She-Hulk, and just like decimated all these people. It was so hype. It was so hype. And I just love her Nen abilities of like, just like how she's able to train people and help you become the best you possible. Cause me as a personal trainer myself, I like strive to be that type of coach. Like, oh, when you come to me, you're going to leave way better and way stronger than you ever were before. And I love that. I love that concept. So Bisky, got nothing but respect for her. But speaking of fellow She-Hulks, I've been rewatching some of the 90s Hulk on freaking Disney Plus, and I forgot how much I love She-Hulk. Now, this one is a bit more sensual than the average one. No, actually, no, that's a lie. Like, there are times in the comics where she's very sensual. It's just like, and they got that whole new She-Hulk trailer that just came out, or teaser trailer that just came out. But I love She-Hulk. I love how feisty she is, like, compared to Bruce, and how she's just like, look, yeah, I'm super strong. I can also beat your ass at any time. And the fact that she's coined a phrase for like buff women herself, like they always call, oh, I don't want to turn into a She-Hulk, I don't want to be a She-Hulk, which I never understood because She-Hulk is hot as fuck. All right, so I don't understand why people are like, oh, I don't want to be a freaking She-Hulk. It's just like, no, that's a good thing. All right, like you don't want to be like Hulk, whatever. Again, like if you have different tastes, then that's completely fine. But I always loved She-Hulk. I love She-Hulk. I love her design. I love her costume. I love seeing her like whoop some ass in the comics, stuff like that. And in the show, like the way she was voiced, I love how that sensual, playful, fiery personality she had. And She-Hulk is just such a massive motivation just with like those gains she's able to accomplish. I love it. I love those. Following that, I gotta go with Lara Croft. Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, all right? This woman is just an athletic beast of going through all this stuff, exploring, doing all this cool Indiana Jones, Nathan Drake shit, even before Nathan Drake was doing stuff, and just able to like be so limber and yet so tactile with how she attacks people. I love it. But not helping that I had a massive crush on Angelina Jolie in the first Tomb Raider. Because I mean, look at this woman. Look at this freaking woman right here in the first Tomb Raider, Angelina Jolie. Oh my God, that is the type of attractive that just shuts your brain off when you see it. Like, it's just freaking beautiful. I loved her in that. And then like that, even the new movie, even though the new movie was whack, even though those old Tomb Raider movies, they were kind of whack too, to be honest. I loved the games for Tomb Raider, just like all the stuff she has to go through. Like, she adapts on her feet, how fit she is to crawl through, all the functional and relative strength that she was able to build for herself, the strength, endurance, the explosiveness she was able to build for herself. That is all super inspiring. So I have to put Lara Croft on this list because I love her. I love her to death. She is such a beast. Following her, I gotta talk about a new edition, Kara from Superhero Girls, specifically Supergirl from Superhero Girls, that freaking Lauren Faust show that came out, which is pretty much just like, it's funny with Lauren Faust shows, like every one of her shows seems like an inversion of like pony stuff, and it's not like intentional, but like it gives that feeling, you know? But Kara from Superhero Girls is so freaking cool. She's a freaking tomboy, and you know how I feel about NFTs. I love nice fit tomboys, and she's like spunky. She's voiced by Shigo from Kim Possible, or Nicole Sullivan's voice, and she just gives her this type of character where you see her like lifting and always ready to brawl and stuff like that, like very much like a Raphael type, and I love seeing that. I love characters like that. And then she's just actually pretty buff for herself because she's got that Kryptonian DNA and she's always lifting and stuff like that. So I'm just like, bruh, I love this Supergirl. This version of Kara is honestly my favorite version of her to this day. Like, I love this show. If you haven't seen Superhero Girls, highly recommend it. It's actually really good. I think it's all on Netflix, but yeah, this version of Kara, just with her spunky attitude, her kick-assness, the way like she wants to smoke with every bad guy she sees. I love it. But she also has a soft spot for like animals and stuff like that. I love this version of Kara. And then, of course, I've got to talk about sautome senshu. Now, if you're familiar with stuff like Teppu, I'm going to save talking about series like Teppu, which is about like MMA fighter girls, which is also really great if you love fit women. But this is one I want to talk about in particular because it's about this girl who is a boxer, but she's super shy and she wants to get with this guy. And she's just like, oh, I really like this dude, but I don't know if he'd like me because I'm, you know, this way or something like that. And she's like super shy about it. And it's really adorable. And the story is actually really wholesome. But when you see her, she is just such a beast fighter, but also she's just ripped. She's chiseled out of marble. Like, you could grate cheese on her stomach. And it's just like, every time I read this, I feel like I have to like go and do some dragon flags literally right afterwards. It is that same effect that Ayaka gives me when I read How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. I freaking love this character so much. And I really recommend people out there who haven't seen this series to check it out because it is just super wholesome vanilla romance that I'm just like down for. Like, it's just the good shit. I'll probably do a video on her later on as well, like the same with Teppu, which is why I'm saving Teppu for a future video, because Teppu is great. Teppu is full of like buff like fighter girls as well, and I was just like, yes, this is designed to just like make me go, I am hyped for this. But yeah, definitely check out this series right here. And to cap off this list is My Hero Academia did it again. Horikoshi, if you ever see this and understand what I'm saying, this is Horikoshi's actual quirk. The amount of high quality women this man is able to produce with his series, like, and who look all vastly different from each other as well, is just super impressive. Like, nothing but respect to you, Horikoshi. Nothing but respect. But this character, Stars and Stripes, who, if you've been keeping up with the freaking My Hero Academia manga, it recently appeared, and yes, I am fully caught up, so I'm not going to say anything spoilery or anything like that. I just want to like talk about the character. I really love her design because she's like this like all might American version who you see what she used to be and how she has transformed over the years to like this buff brolic girl, and how she's just like, hey, I want to defend people, I want to protect people, and she's got super busted quirk, and I love her character. I love every bit of it. And yes, I am fully caught up on the manga and stuff like that, and I think it's just so cool that the character was introduced and how like she acts and how positive she is, and like I can't wait for the anime to get to her. But yeah, she is a beast. She is such a monstrous beast and so inspirational, just pretty much a female All Might, and that is what she deserves. Like, she is an awesome beast, and I love this character. Oh god, she is perfect. But those were my favorite women today. Again, these are not one-off videos. I'm going to do more of these type of videos whenever I feel like it. So tell me down in the comment section below, who are your favorite, buff women, ripped women, aesthetic women who like inspire you? And if you made it this far in the video, type BRICC House Women 2. BRICC House Women 2, just because I love to see it. It lets me see who all stayed to the very end of this video and allows us just to have this great conversation, just gushing out together on these like beautiful women, inspiring women. And like, which women inspire you the most? Like, really tell me that. And also for people new out there, I have tons of programs that you can check out in the description box down below to help you build up a strong body to get like fit like your favorite characters. But I also have tons of Tough Like the Tunes, which are free on my channel. But check it out. It'll do nothing but help you, and they come with meal plans and calendars. And remember, like I always say, keep calm and booyah on, and don't forget moment tie. Hope you have a great one. Peace.